All right, so I'm sure we said it on the podcast already, but this is kind of the inside peek into our distillery, our shop, where we do most of the work, and kind of how we are getting the flavors in the um, whiskey that you guys have tried. And it is the same way we do all the other flavors, same way we do our Java Rye, same way we do our Chai Fusion. This is kind of like our technique. We don't tell a lot of people how to do this because we're working on a lot of legalities of things before we can make it public how we want to do it. But you guys kind of get the first look on what we're doing here. We're not going to spoil the beans too much, but you guys get the most inside look than anyone else has done before. And what you're going to see in this video is we are going to take a 3-liter barrel, very probably the size of my hand here. You'll see it in the video as well. Those are our test size barrels. We even go as little as 1 liters. The reason why we go that small is because they're cheap. And if the flavor doesn't work, then we're not going to, we don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on the bigger barrels to try something that might not work. Because then we got to fill it with booze too, which is just another added cost. Started a fire, bad whiskey, bad whiskey, bad whiskey, make me lose my happy home. Little droplets, but it's all right.
It's really not bad.
Yeah, sometimes, man, especially with the older ones.
The older ones, oh yeah.
All right, so what you're seeing Colin doing there is we filled up that bucket with warm water. So you have to cure the barrels before you use them. So what that means is when you get brand new barrels, there's nothing really holding the staves together in the barrels. There's no nails, there's no glue, there's no staples. The only thing really holding it together are those rings. And so what you need to do, there's going to be a lot of leaks when you get a brand new barrel because it's dry wood. So you have to pour hot liquid water into the barrels so that the water will soak into the wood and then expand the wood so that everything kind of seals up. So that's just the pre step that we do right before we cure it with the flavor. All right, Colin, what are those? And explain what you did.
We got some homemade dehydrated lemons here. Picked right out of the earth. Yeah. And then bought at a supermarket. Yeah. And then we just used our handy dandy dehydrator. And we're going to make this into a nice fine powder. Well, it's mostly a fine powder now. Still got to take some of the rinds, grind that down a little bit. But yeah, it was whole lemon. Had the peel and everything because it gives it that nice zing. We're going to grind that down a little bit more. And we're gonna use this as the base for our lemon ginger. Oh my god, it smells so good.
How many lemons are there?
8.
There are 8 lemons in there.
Yeah.
That's all we got out of 8 lemons.
It's actually quite a lot. If this were in like a spice container, it'd probably be a pretty good sized spice container. Yeah.
That's true, and probably super expensive. Way more expensive than a bag of lemons.
Yeah, I didn't even consider buying lemon powder at the store. I'm like, no, fuck that. We're gonna make it ourselves. So, yeah, it's cool.
That's it, right? All right, so what you saw there, that kind of powder stuff was lemon, real lemon that Colin dehydrated. And there's a picture right here. And that is the lemon that we use. Colin said it took hours and hours and hours to dehydrate. I guess he put it in the dehydrator for 10 hours, and then it didn't work. It works, but not good enough. And then another 12 hours, I think, and then another 10. I don't really know. I'm sure Colin will talk about it on the podcast if he hasn't already, about the process he went through with that. And then we already had ginger powder we use it in our chai whiskey, so we already had that. And so what we did is we tried a number of different ways, and what we were doing was mixing it with warm water, kind of turning it into a kind of a tea and taking a sip of it. It got a little weird, it got a little chunky.
Rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry, and if whiskey don't kill me, I'll live till I die.
I need a slow.
Hi! Okay, so we experimented with a few different things. We experimented with. We don't know what to do with our hands. Starting over. So we experimented a few different ways of how to do the lemon ginger. And we were like, maybe we should do more lemon than ginger. Maybe we should do more ginger than lemon. We all thought different things.
We did.
I got a lot of lemon. Maybe it's just because I'm more, I don't know, I just taste acidic stuff more than you do.
Citrus.
Or something. Citrus,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I taste more ginger. I don't know.
Yeah, and he tasted more ginger. So we experimented with a few different things, and we just decided that 50-50 is the way to go.
Yep, so it's a
We didn't-
50-50 lemon
We didn't
ginger
want it to be
split,
that
yeah.
easy. We didn't want it to be that easy. So we experimented with a few different things. So
Yeah.
we are, you saw how Colin
Perfectly dehydrated. Those
perfectly
lemons.
dehydrated
Yeah.
the lemon. And we're just using a regular coffee pot. And we're not going to tell you the secret recipe of it, but...
We already did.
no, we didn't. Well, yeah, half and half, but you don't know how we're doing it.
Yeah, it's true.
I guess you're right. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't care anymore.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't care anymore. And our experimenting barrel worked just fine. No leaks. Thank you, barrelsonline.com. And now we do the...
It's a good test barrel.
Yeah, it's a great test barrel. You're a test barrel.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's a compliment.
I don't know. Probably not.
It's a compliment.
Throwing the ginger in. Boom. You know what I just forgot to do? Forgot to fill up the water first. It's okay. We can use something else.
You know what? We can edit that part out, right?
Yeah. I already put 2 in. Now I'm confused.
I know. I think you did put 2.
Yeah.
I think you put 2
I
in.
got
as
you.
well.
I got you on camera though. I'll find out.
Yeah, we can go to the tape. We can go to the tape.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, you put 2.
Thank you. That's why we keep Bridget around.
Two shots.
Okay.
It was so close. God damn it. I am so fucking bad at this game. Alright. Man. Did you change the string length? Is that it?
So once we were done kind of taste testing the lemon ginger with different amounts of ginger and different amounts of lemon and kind of figured that all out, the next thing to do is kind of brew that like you would brew coffee. Now the way the grounds work, that they're not like coffee grounds. You can't just like brew it like coffee. So we just kind of brew a pot of hot water and kind of mix it together. And then we kind of do some filtering, and then we dump out the water that was in the barrel that we put in initially, and then we refill it with the lemon ginger water. And from here on out in the video, you'll see us doing that. And it takes a while to brew like a pot of coffee, as I'm sure everyone here knows. So there's a little bit of downtime here, and we kind of have some games around the distillery, which you'll see. We kind of let that sit in a barrel for a certain amount of time, and then we dump it out, and we pour our whiskey in it, and let that age for until it tastes good. So when
I
you...
don't really care.
When you're making whiskey, there's a lot of my stupid. Here we go. I can't do this by myself. Okay. When you are, there's a lot of downtime, right, Colin? A lot of downtime.
A lot of downtime.
A lot of downtime. So we play ring games. Let's see if I can do it from here. No, didn't get it.
You suck.
I went out last night, trying to knock myself out of sight. I've got stuff, and all